Welcome to the playoffs. It's Saturday night, it's CMSL, and we have the first two elimination final first leg fixtures to play tonight. I see in the chat, good evening everyone, by the way, good evening. I can see Dan, Dimble, Duggan, Mr. Edwards there as well has left comments. I can see Dimble said, how nervous are you, Dan? Well, I can tell you that all of the playoff managers are that nervous that with the exception of Jens, who told me that he still has dinner guests, all three were sent links to this particular stream to join in for CoComs should they wish. And as you can see, as it stands, I'm here on my own. But let's leave them to it. Let's let them get nervous. I'm sure it's excited nerves though. Dan, his first season in charge, and he's made it to the playoffs. He said that was the aim. Defending champion Ian is there again, looking to make more history, doing it outside the top six. Duggan's been there. He's seen it all before. Can he make it count this time? And then, of course, there is Jens, who hopefully is allowing his dinner guests to watch his big moment. Just the two fixtures tonight, and then tomorrow night we have the second legs. We have the first leg of Burn versus Coast, and we have the quarterfinals, I suppose you could call it, of the CMSL Shield. With team news to follow. Let's get straight into the action. Evening Ryan, evening Wooder, evening Martin, all joining the chat as well. We're going to start with Gazelles versus Haggis, and we are looking at the team in the away end for the first leg fixture. And some interesting notes along the ticker there. So Tony Adams returns to the first team squad as one of two reserve swaps. Sava also promoted in the hope that Haggis progress and he can play a part in the latter stages. That is the aim of the Haggis boss. Simeone suspended for this one. And some interesting selection choices. Live replaces the suspended Simeone with Michelini moving over to the right-hand side. Amoroso picked to play up top alongside Shearer. 5 subs, of course, in the playoffs. Okoronkwo and Kardovic, Rossini and Anderson. ABV 5.4% currently. Shame we can't substitute the golden goal nonsense for the wheel. Well, as I think I'm the only one that's actually been done by the golden goal once before, and everyone else, anyone but Vikings. I think everyone else just goes to penalties, don't they? But yeah, don't worry. I've had assurances that the new group of leaders, the United Nations of Super League, as it's going to be, they'll keep the wheel involved somewhere because it's become an integral part of the whole proceedings, I think. Let's have a look at Hags' away record then. They finished fifth, and fifth is where they are. 5 wins, 4 draws, 4 defeats in their away fixtures. Not bad at all. 18 goals scored, 16 conceded. 18 in terms of the playoff sides. About midway as well in terms of goals. So it's this is a tough one to call, I think, Haggis versus Gazelles. Just a reminder of the rules. 5 subs named. Oh, it doesn't say anything about the away goals rule at this stage. I can't remember how away goals works. I think I saw someone post that they went back and watched an earlier season and they do count. So crucial game, this one for Haggis. Let's have a look at the Gazelles team then. And as I saw posted, they've gone unchanged from the side that won so handsomely in the last game of the season, adding Oliveira to the bench as an option. They finished 4th on goal difference from Dragons, ultimately 4 points from safety, if you like, of being eliminated by casuals in the end. Along with Vikings, their goal scoring exploits not quite as strong as the other playoff sides, but defensively they had the joint best defensive record Get into playoffs just gets you a slot in the wheel. Forget the game, just play it out there, says Mike. Love it. Yes, it's very strong defensive record from the Gazelles, matching that of Northern Burn. So will be very difficult. Again, you can see 4 players there, run the risk of suspension, and all 4 start tonight. Interesting. A lot of managers obviously took the opportunity, if they could, to avoid players being suspended for this game. Have you shown the head-to-head? Sorry, just went for. I could show you it there if you like. So Gazelles and Haggis have met 3 times this year, and Gazelles unbeaten in the 3 fixtures. Very low-scoring affairs. These tend to be as well. Gazelles beat Haggis last 2. So yes, as we're saying, all the managers tried their best to avoid players being suspended for these fixtures, but now the first game is that important that they're happy for the players to get the yellow cards in this game and miss the second leg. Let's get on with the action then. So the first leg of Gazelles versus Haggis. The first game, Gazelles straight away. Oh, Mendieta, goal ruled out for offside on Pizarro. Glad it's not just Dragons having kittens about the yellows. No, every team faces yellows. It has to be said. After a quick start from Gazelles, Haggis certainly playing their way back into this now. And 5 minutes ultimately was added on there. But we said they were low-scoring affairs beforehand, and it's proven to be the case again here. 0-0 at half-time. Just one shot. Fuck, you know. This is a nervy affair, this. Wow. I hope we don't have any new viewers, because they would think that the Super League is full of shit if this is what we're serving up. My word. Dan saying, what is going on with disallowed goals? Shit half indeed. Duggan saying, did he see Uliano get booked? He's out. We can confirm that here. Uliano did, as did Phil Neville, but he wasn't running that risk. Kivu, normally ever dependable, but he is rating a 5, but then he has had absolutely nothing to do there either. Fitness-wise, ours fell out of both clubs, that's right. I mean, there really isn't that much to talk about with such a low intensity affair. Dan going as is. Not sure, is Ian in the chat yet to see this, or possibly Rocks to be making any changes? We will obviously give them their due time. No 5s. Amoroso is trying his best despite not having any attempts. He's trying to do his bit for the team coming in today. Live has been booked. Ian and Ian, there you are. Live has been booked, and he again was one of those players running the risk, so he misses the second leg as well. Imagine being one of the 8 clubs not in the playoffs and seeing this. Indeed. Duggan is on yellow card count. I love it. Yeah, there was no captain selected, so it just went automatic. You could change it at halftime if you want. Oh, actually, no, there would have been, and I've missed it. Hang on. Ian always sends me a captain for every game. So I can change it if you want me to. I'll just scroll back up. Wanted Shearer. Sorry, mate. I will change that for you now. You can be captain for the second half. Dan's going as is. Do you want to make any changes, Ian? Control-Alt-Delete, please. No, not for the sake of a captain's armband. Roll to 60 as well. Lovely. That is what we shall do. And there is Shearer. Gets the armband. Gets the goal. Huge moment, that. And Gazelles level through Mendieta, and who I believe is also captain. Nedved's gone in the book, who I believe, again, Duggan, I'm sure you saw. I'm sure Nedved was one of those players, so he will also be banned for the second leg. Barthez 5, Kivu still on a 5. When do you see Barthez get 5? Normally such a big game player. Away goal, I think so. I can't remember. I'm sure someone confirmed. Yeah, Pavel out. I think Rio too. We've confirmed that. I just said, I love that Duncan, of all things, Duncan is just watching the yellow cards. But yes, Wood is celebrating a Shearer goal. So 1 apiece. Interesting to see what Dan does here. Saviola for Petrov, move him to AMC. Like that, Dan? Just confirm. Good that Tony Adams is back from the dead then. Says, yeah, he is indeed, Rocks. But not in the matchday squad. He didn't get sub-5 position. Okoronkwo continues to be the centre-back on the bench. Dan confirming that is all he wants. So we'll move over to Haggis. Ferdinand is booked. And I don't think he was he? No, Ferdinand wasn't on a yellow. It was Michelini, Live, and Adams. No 5s within. Shearer, look at that. Armband goal 9. Almost Northern Burn. Northern Toast formation. 2001, Tony Adams is running on pure methanol, cocaine, and the tears of Paul Mercer. What does Ian do at this stage? Makadovicia. Where's Rakova? There he is. So we've got Makadovicia for Rakova, swap with Figo. I like the look of that, actually. I think this could work quite well for the last half an hour. Is that all? Rox is considering Dan Anderson for Live. Now, with Live being suspended already, is it worth bringing him off now? It's a tough choice. Is Rox pure looking at the yellow card and the rating? That'll do. He's overruled the assistant. It's the playoffs. There's only 2 games now. Let's slow it down with half an hour to play. See what happens next. Pizarro. And it's 2-1 to Gazelles. Claudio Pizarro. Festival was rooted. And now the home side take the advantage. 20 minutes to play. Goal kick. Juliano. Rivaldo. Neville. Pizarro speculative. Live collects after Vesterveld save. Amoroso offside allows Gazelles to come forward. Nedved picks up the loose ball after a touch from Woodgate, but Rivaldo puts it over the bar. And now here come Haggis. Shearer. Amoroso. Barthez. Figo. Oh, double save by Barthez. Huge moment that. And it's 2-2. And Figo scores. Oh, it's been ruled off again. Figo straight offside. Both sides having a goal disallowed now. They've got the bit between their teeth here. Corner kick to Haggis. They're looking for this equaliser in a second away goal. Can they force it? Oh, Nedved's been sent off. Why is it carrying on? Why is it carrying on? Why is it not letting anything happen? Wow. Huge moment this. Nedved already suspended, but now gets a red card as well. And with 2 minutes plus injury time to play in the first leg, what do both managers do? Haggis certainly throwing the kitchen sink at it. And with the extra man for all of a few minutes, can they make it count? But first, what does Dan do? I presume 4 minutes for him to go down the tunnel. That's bizarre. Nedved took ages to get off protesting with the ref. Very weird that kept going. Nedved done well for the team there, Christ. So you want it a bit like that, Dan? Nedved just Ian and Rox are not going to be happy with the official unless he adds on about 12 minutes added on here for Nedved. Oh, Super League never fails to disappoint, does it? Even state of that Aaron Dilson. Never can be asked, can he? Yeah, thanks. Ian, of course, you get to make any alterations you would like to as well. You're throwing more people forward. Rocks. Yeah, you get to change it. Mysterious Stumpy Arrow alert. You can alter your formation if you want, Ian, to make the most of this red card. Figo up front, right of the three, please. Lovely. Anyone else going in here, or are you leaving it like this? Do you want an arrow on Skulls? No point in Haggis throwing the kitchen sink. Dan's got top of the range one. Load of shit between these two over the last few weeks over who had the better keeper, and both. Well, he's making a sub as well. Anderson for live. I still arrow Skulls to AM. Lovely. Let's resume the action. And absolutely nothing happened after the red card. Gazelles come away with a 2-1 win from the first leg. Oh, fucking hell, look at the state of that. Wow. Unreal, really. Nervy affair. But Gazelles come out on top. 2-1 on the night. Mendieta, man of the says Ross. Barthez was on a 7 at last count. Well done. Red card proving no hindrance in the end. Nedved wasting enough time that nothing was the problem. Should have been 8 mind at least. Nedved. Dan saying he takes that. Lucky. I'm short for the second leg now. Director of football Martin, on the other hand, let's go Gazelles. Very, very happy with life right now. Martin busy giving the ref a oh wow. Let's have a look at the Haggis stats then and see. Vesterveld, who's been superb all season, but picked the wrong game to get a 5, didn't he? Few 6s dotted throughout. Shearer's rating dropped from 9 to 8 as well. The subs came on, tried their best. I mean, Anderson was involved, considering he was only on the pitch for a matter of minutes, but Gazelles it is who come away with the lead. Someone replied to Jens and the manager thread. Twitter's foot. Oh, hang on. Let me see what Jens has had to say then. Did we play? There was no heads up. Not yet. You're next. Not yet. You are next. Let's see what these two sides can bring tomorrow night for the second leg. Vikings next up then. And some interesting selections. Well, from my perspective anyway. First of all, we have one alteration. No first team appearances in the season, but done enough in non-competitive football to replace Hersey in the first team squad. Cannavaro, Duff, Desai and Penza all start despite being a yellow away from suspension. Jens not get a time. There was a yes, I'm sure he did. Continuing with Mpenza though, still just 4 goals in 12 starts. Mido was praised, and he's got history in the playoffs, but not selected. Nor was Van Bommel, who doesn't get a place. Guigu, no place for him. Not so much of a surprise. He's hardly featured. No place for Romoshenko either. This is how Vikings line up. It's the same 11 as last time out. Disgraceful scenes. Yeah, same team as last time out for Vikings, although they're using the ratio 2 formation. People like to see head-to-heads, past meetings. I've put in the Dragons banner, which you'll see when we tick over. Dragons have won both fixtures against Vikings, scoring 3 goals both times. So as for the Dragons, which I will swap the ticker over for now. They made no reserve swaps, and they, after managing to rest players in the draw with Coast, Nesta Kimboya, all the players risking suspension if booked tonight. The ratio is here too. And they go with what I'm sure most would say was their strongest 11. So by Nesta Keown, Cafu and Liam Pure out wide with Gerard, Kimboya back, and Ronaldinho supporting Constantinu. No place for Smertin or Ledenev, among others, in the matchday squad tonight. So game number 2, the first leg of this match. Again, Vikings looking for a away goal. It's a bad idea trying to ratio me. Let's kick off the first leg, first half of the first leg, I should say, sorry, and see what happens. I say see what happens. We can't read a fucking thing that's going on here. But Dragons were definitely in the ascendancy in the opening half an hour. Can they make the dominance count? Not so far as we approach half time. Oh, and it looked like Vikings were going to steal it just with a rare, fleeting flurry forward. But again, we get to a game that is 0-0 at half time. But at least both sides have had more chances than in the first game. Radaby missing is huge. How's that playoff record, Campbell? Headers percentage very, very low here for Dragons, but they're obviously playing the ball more along the floor. Pass completion and tackle percentages very, very equal. Let's have a look at the home side first. 5 for Roy Keane in the centre of the pitch. Poor first half again, says Ryan. What happened in your day, would it, mate? Every half was stunning. The wind is strong today. Latest comment in as well. Considerably better than yours, Macca. Very, very good here. No yellow cards in that first half, as is. No fitness concerns either. As Vikings, no yellow cards there either. 5 for Justin Walker in the centre of the pitch. So neither Walker nor Keane able to do their stuff in the centre of the pitch. But 6 and 7 throughout the rest of the Vikings team. Again, no yellow cards, no real fitness concerns either. Wouldn't surprise me. Jens, who said poor first half suits us well. Wouldn't surprise me if Jens goes as is. Oh no, he's gone for a change. And it's the wild card pick. Just the one, Jens? Interesting to see how this plays out. No competitive action this season. Strong pass percentage and tackles per game as well. Not bad at all. Shot on target's not bad. Defensive midfielder either. When I say wild card, this really could be a wild card pick. Genuinely asking that. Let's resume the action to 60. And there's a yellow card, I believe, for a Vikings player. But Bowyer going off injured is a huge, huge moment. Duggan will be hopeful that that is not a serious injury. Alexander 20 for long shots, says Rox. Koluzhny, please, and switch with Keane. No problem. It's all just starting to feel a bit nervy now as we approach the hour mark. There's another yellow card. And it's for another Vikings player. We've reached the hour mark. Roy Keane still rating a 5. Nesta also dropping to a 5. Our Vikings just starting to dominate a little bit. I repeat what Swan tells me, says Ian. I'd love to know how Duggan and Jens were feeling right at this second about this game. Vasilyuk is coming on next. Just the one change? Dragons want to take a lead into the second leg. Yep, just the one change. Very good point. Very well made, Ian. As for Jens, ratings are slowly improving. It's Gamara and Etsabaria, neither of which were in danger of suspension. Jens will be delighted to know. Fitness-wise, nothing much to worry about there, in my opinion. But what does he do now? Does he go in search of that away goal that could prove vital? Should have left on a high. What if he makes more history though, Maka, and becomes the first team to win it from outside the top 2? And what are you going to call the CMSL Shield if he wins that as well, Rox? A Triple P Cup double would be tremendous. He won't. So you normally play them this way round. Just confirm that's how you'd like to. Rose West Balloon Factory Shield. Totti Central with the arrow. Lovely, thank you, Jens. Just confirm Smith on the left for me, and we will continue on. Lovely, thank you very much. Let's slow this one down as well. Half an hour to play. Who is going to score the first goal of this tie? Keown does well, and he gets a free kick off of Totti. Cafu comes forward, but Addo does well. 69th minute. Dragons come forward, and there's back. Keane offside. Vikings to go quickly. Keane's booked. There is the yellow card that Duggan didn't want to see. Totti is booked. He wasn't in danger from memory. Into the final 10. Is anyone going to attempt to score in this game? So much time going by with nothing happening. Colourblind derby is absolutely brutal. Ronaldinho with an indirect free kick. Koluzhny. Keown. Oh, it's a penalty! And Pence's booked. He'll be suspended for the second leg. And Dragons take the lead with a penalty in the 87th minute. Smith's warned. Free kick. Ronaldinho. Dragons going to turn this into a 2-goal lead at the death. into injury time. Kalushny will throw in. Keane. Desai's booked. He will be suspended as well. Maybe last chance here for Vikings. Addo. He's fouled. Keown's booked. Totti. Smith. And his nest has gone out for another corner. Desai off the line by Keane. And it is full time. Wow. Off the line in the last minute. Drama with a late penalty. And again, the home side with a 1-0 win. It's not a game that's going to live long in the memory. It wasn't a classic. But there certainly was opportunities for Vikings. And the suspensions for the second leg certainly racked up just at the end. Let's just confirm this. Keown, I don't believe, was on the list, but Roy Keane certainly was. He will be suspended. How long is Bowyer going to be out for? That is massive. Absolutely massive. Let's see what the penalty was given for. Excuse me. Keown showed some good control. He moved in on goal. He looked to jink past and Penza. He went in hard on Keown, but played the man instead of the ball, and the ref gave the penalty. Yes, Mike, I saw that. Headers won 15%. Constantinou was correct. Would have been on pens, but he was taken off. And it was the match winner who got man of the match in the end for Dragons. As we were saying, though, what happens with this midfield with Keane suspended and Bowyer likely now to be out of the second leg as well? It did say that Keown jinked past Mpenza, indeed. As for Vikings, Mpenza will be suspended. Desai will be suspended. Totti and Gamara won't be. Etsabaria won't be either. Dragon Stadium must be zero gravity. Not awful ratings, although what you don't want is your main striker getting a 5 and not having any of your attempts on goal. Something that Jens will definitely have to look at. But congratulations to Dragons, who go into the second leg with a 1-goal lead and have avoided conceding, crucially, an away goal. So there's confirmation. Tomorrow night, as I said, we've got the CMSL Shield. So we're currently on Saturday the 6th. Thursday the 11th is the Shield. Friday the 12th is the second legs of these games. And Saturday the 13th is the first leg of Coast versus... just that last 3 minutes of text. You know, just the injury time. Free kick. Oh, let me go a bit further down. Actually, just look at it. Look at this 90th minute text is ridiculous. At least 5 minutes worth of bids from Penza in the next hour. Gerard deflected the header behind, corner. Cannavaro powered the header at goal, corner. Totti took the corner. Desai out jumped Cafu. Ball was cleared off the line by Keane. I mean, Dragons certainly rode their luck, that is for sure. And Penza isn't for sale. I'd like to buy a referee, though. Yes, so in-game, we're on Saturday. Thursday is the CMSL Shield, the 4 fixtures. Then Friday is the second legs of these. And on the Saturday is the first leg of Coast versus Burn, all of which will be played tomorrow. So obviously what will happen is I will advance the game up to the Shield games. I will send everyone team news, but these 4 teams and Coast and Burn, if someone gets injured in training in between time, you'll see that live. And we'll have to alter the teams accordingly. But thank you very much for joining us tonight. Congratulations to the 2 home sides for taking narrow leads into tomorrow night. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If anyone would like to do co-coms, please let me know by sending me a message. But until then, thank you very much for watching. The playoffs have started, and hopefully they're only going to get more entertaining. Good night.